It's time for Broadway Babies! Hello everyone, I'm Rebecca Moore. Welcome to my podcast, Broadway Babies, the podcast where I, a music teacher and musical theater enthusiast, and mom, teaches her babies more about the amazing world of musical theater. All right, who do I have here with me? Girls, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Anna. I'm the oldest, and I am 10 years old, almost 11.
Hi, I'm Nora. I'm the second oldest. I just turned 9 on October the 18th.
Hi, my name's Evelyn. I'm 6. I'm the third open.
Thanks for sharing, everybody. Okay, girls, to get things rolling here, what is a musical? And you can't look at the answer on my screen either. What do you think a musical is? Nora?
I think that a musical is something that you watch and listen to and sing along to it, like High School Musical.
That's true. Good idea. Anna?
A musical can be a movie or a TV show, animated or non-animated, to make the viewers at home like it and sing along to all the songs.
True. And it can even be something live on the stage that you can go watch too, right?
Yeah.
Hey, let's check out the actual dictionary definition for Merriam-Webster. A film or theatrical production, typically of a sentimental or humorous nature, that consists of musical numbers and dialogue based on a unifying plot. Hey, that's pretty much what you all were saying, hey? All right, what I'm really curious about is what your favorite musical is. What are your favorite musicals? Nora?
My favorite musical is High School Musical and Descendants.
Awesome. Anybody else want to share their favorite musical? Anna?
One of my favorite musicals is Sound of Music, which I know is also one of your favorites, Mom.
That's true. You're right. Everly, are you going to share your favorite musical? What is it?
Encanto.
Oh, that's such a great one. I love the music from that one. All right. You know, one of the love-hate qualities of a musical is that characters frequently break out into singing. Some people kind of dislike that. They find it unrealistic. And some people, like me, wish that would just happen in everyday life. Do you ever wish that would happen?
Yeah.
Sometimes, I don't know if you remember this, but when you were younger, sometimes I would do that. Like when I was asking you to clean, I would just start singing instructions to you, maybe.
You still do that.
Oh, there we go. So here's the big question of today's podcast. Diegetic or non-diegetic? Whoa, what do you think that means? And again, without reading my paper notes here. Nora?
I don't know what it means.
Don't know what it means?
Diegetic.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know that I just thought you were choosing.
Okay. Anna, any guesses before you tried to read my paper again?
Just reading.
I think it might mean like, that is a hard question.
Maybe I should just tell you.
Okay.
Do you think that would be helpful? All right.
Yeah.
To break it into its simplest form, diegetic is when the characters know that they're singing. And non-diegetic singing is when the characters don't really realize that they're singing. It's like they're using their singing as their way of talking. Now, let's think of some examples of this. We'll start with non-diegetic singing first. I find that usually most musical numbers fall into this category unless the show centers around performance, which we'll come back to shortly. Let's think of one of our favorite family classics, which Anna already mentioned, The Sound of Music, a Rodgers and Hammerstein creation and classic masterpiece. It came to stage in 1959 and later to film in 1965. Do you girls remember the song, How Do You Solve a Problem Like Maria?
Yeah.
So this is the song that the nuns are singing They're talking about Maria and how difficult and challenging she is, and then they begin to sing this song.
How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you catch a cloud and pin it down? How do you find a word that means Maria? A flimsy gibbet will in the whiz a clown. Many a thing you know you'd like to tell her. Many a thing she ought to understand. But how do you make her stay and listen to all you say? How do you keep a wave upon the sand? Oh,
How do you solve a problem like Maria?
How do you hold a moonbeam in your hand? All right, do you see how that's an example of non-diegetic singing? Did they really know they were singing, or was it just like they were having a conversation?
Just like they were having a conversation.
Exactly. That's right. So, a few minutes ago, I mentioned that the opposite happens in musicals, especially that are around performance.
Like Hairspray.
Exactly. Anna, it's like you're reading my script or something. That's a really near and dear to our hearts show because a few years ago, Anna and I actually got to be in a production of Hairspray. This musical came to stage in 1988 and then later to film in 2007. There's also a TV live version that was done not too long ago. One of this show's settings is a TV studio where teens perform in a TV show, The Corny Collins Show. And they have a theme song, The Nicest Kids in Town. Let's play that.
Hey there, teenage Baltimore! Don't change that channel, because it's time for the Corny Collins Show! Brought to you by Ultra Clutch
That's Hairspray.
Every afternoon in the park just for
Crazy bunch of kids dressed through that door, yeah! Go and throw off their coats and leave the squares behind. Shiggy, like they're losing their mind. Gonna see them around and then
Nicest kids in town.
turn your TV on. We know you turn the sound up when your parents are gone, yeah. Then you twist and shout for your favorite stars. When you practice every step that's in your repertoire, you better come on down and meet the
Nicest kids in town.
What do you think? Do these characters know they're singing or do they not know they're
They
singing?
know they're singing.
Exactly. This is diegetic singing. They know they're singing. All right, now that you kind of know the difference between diegetic, knowing they sing, and non-diegetic singing, not knowing that they sing, let's play a little guessing game. I'm going to play a few more clips, and I want us to think about which category this falls into, okay?
Yay.
Here's the first one. You already mentioned this musical, High School Musical. This is the song that's sung in the cafeteria called Stick to the Status Quo.
Well, if Troy can tell his secret, then I can tell mine. I bake. What? I love to bake. Strudel, scones, even apple pan dowdy. Someday, I hope to make the perfect creme brulee.
Stick to the status quo. If you wanna be cool, follow one simple rule. Don't mess with the flow, no.
Stick to the status quo. Look at me and what do you see? Intelligence beyond compare. But inside I'm stirring, something strange is occurring. It's the secret I need to share. Open up, dig way down deep.
Hip hop is my passion. I love to pop and lock and jam and break.
Is that even legal?
Not another beat. It's just dancing. Sometimes I think it's cooler than homework. No.
Stick to the stuff you know. It's better by far to keep things as they are. Don't mess with the flow, no. Stick to the status quo. Awesome. Awesome. All right. What do you think? Diegetic or non-diegetic? Do they know or do they not know that they're singing? What do you think, Nora?
I think that they don't know that they're singing.
Oh, why do you think that?
Because they're telling secrets.
Oh, and you don't think somebody would just sing out their secret for the world?
No.
That's a really good guess. Any other ideas?
I agree with Nora. They don't know that they're singing, and they're just singing what they usually would just normally say.
True. And do you notice too that sometimes they stop the singing and they actually talk?
Ah.
So there's this transition between talking and singing that's very smooth, right? Going from one to the other. You are right. They do not know they're singing. This is non-diegetic singing. All right, next one. This is from a wonderful Disney movie called Tangled, and it shares the story of Rapunzel. All right, this is called the healing incantation that is sung whenever she's trying to activate her hair powers.
Flower, clean and glow, let your power shine. Make the cloud reverse, bring back what once was mine. Heal what has been hurt, change the fate's design. Save what has been lost, bring back what once was mine. What once was mine.
Okay, what do we think? Diegetic singing or non-diegetic singing? Anna?
I think it's diegetic singing because she knows she's singing because she's done it so many times for her evil mother, aka not her mother, spoiler alert.
Any other guesses?
I think
Everly?
I think she knew she was singing.
Yeah, you guys are absolutely right. In order for the incantation, the spell, to be activated, she sings it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she knows she's singing because she's going to make the spell work. Very good. All right, moving right along. This is one you haven't seen before. This is my favorite film musical called Singing in the Rain, and this is the title song, Singing in the Rain. So even though you haven't seen this musical before, I think you'll be able to figure it out. I'll tell you what's just happened. The leading male character and the leading female character have just really professed their love for each other. And he just said goodbye to her at her doorstep, and he's about to head home, and it's starting to pour, but he's so in love that the rain doesn't even matter.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love.
All right, so you haven't seen the musical, but what do you think? Is it diegetic or non-diegetic singing? This one could maybe be a little tricky. Nora?
Non-diegetic because he's saying, I'm singing in the rain.
So non-diegetic, he does not know he's singing?
I mean diegetic.
Diegetic. You think he does know?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other ideas?
I agree with Nora. I think he knows he's singing because he's singing, I'm singing in the rain.
Ah, you're just too smart. It kind of seems like it could be non-diegetic because he's just so in love that he's singing his feelings. But you're right, the lyrics kind of give it away. I'm singing in the rain. Well, he must know that he's singing if the words are saying that, right?
Yeah.
So smart. You are really catching on to this very well.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Another musical I think somebody already mentioned. This is from Zombies, the first one. Another love song, Someday.
Yeah.
So the zombie and the cheerleader are kind of talking about what it would be like if they could be together in a ordinary world where they were allowed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Someday, this could be ordinary. Someday, could we be something extraordinary? You and me side by side, as a bright light. Then love will say, we're gonna be someday. We're gonna be someday, someday, someday. Can we watch it?
So what do you think, girls? That zombie song, diegetic or non-diegetic?
I think it's non-diegetic.
So they do not know they're singing.
I don't
right?
agree.
You don't agree? You think they know they're singing? Why do you think that?
Because they said someday they're singing and they probably can hear it with their ears.
You would think, right? Not in a musical world. No. This is an example of non-diegetic singing. They're so in like with each other that they've started to sing about it. Well, girls, I think you've come to have a pretty good understanding of the difference between diegetic and non-diegetic singing in musical theater. This was a lot of fun listening to all these examples with you today. I hope that our listeners will tune in for our next episode where we'll be learning about different types of singing, particularly belting singing. All right, thanks for joining us with Broadway Babies. Let's sign off. Thanks for joining Broadway.